Okay, hi Leandra. How's it going?
Good.
Okay, so just for all of you in YouTube world, my name's Brooklyn Calloway.
I'm Angela and Harrell.
Yep, and we own Next Chapter Social, and Leandra is a part of our social club. It is a group coaching program for female entrepreneurs to learn all about social media marketing. But in that group, we do something called a glow up call each month, and we reward one of our members. Leandra is the lucky girl today, or this month, and I'm just going to go over how it's going to work. So we have a little glow up call form where we go over your social media goals. We usually identify three of them. We give you a profile audit and a content audit and go through all of those checklists. We identify what's currently working and we identify what's not working. And then at the end of the call, we leave you with three recommendations. At the end of taking these notes, we will build your YouTube description from that, and it will live on YouTube forever. So, if you wouldn't mind, I would love for you to introduce yourself and tell us who you are, what you do, who you do it for, and how people can work with you.
Yeah, I'm Leandra Frey. I'm a life and dating coach. I help women after they've gone through a divorce, widowhood, or if it's been a minute since they've been out into the dating world. I help them get back out into the dating world, but with clarity, courage, and confidence, so that they don't have to walk this overwhelming journey alone. And so I help them find the right mate in 6 months or less. And I love working. I love doing what I do. It's a delight, and I enjoy it very much. And how
Wow.
they can, yeah, and how they can find me is usually on Instagram or Facebook, and my website, Leandra Frey Coaching, Frey.
Okay, yeah, and we'll link that below in the description as well. So, all right, that's exciting. I immediately had a question on what's your best success story, but we'll save that till the end if we have time. So everybody watch because I think that's a bold statement within 6 months, and that needs to live all over your social media if it doesn't. So, anyways, let's dive straight in. That is very inspiring, and I'm married, so.
Yes, Brooklyn will not be a client. So let's start with, let me ask you, Leandra, like what would you say is your biggest concern, challenge? What would you like to most take away from this call today? For social media, I think, and you guys know because I say this every time of the social media calls, I just struggle with consistency. I don't think it's ideas. Like I have 1,000 ideas and I try to do the post-it note, like I have a calendar that I have out on my somewhere on my wall. You can't see it right here, but and I try to put notes. A lot of times I have an event that I'm planning for, and that's fine. And y'all have helped tell me, give them tips of what they're going to learn at the event. That's been really helpful. But I think it's just what to do with my great ideas and actually execute on the not what to do. It's actually executing, it's execution and just being consistent. So when I'm on, I'm on, and when I'm off, it's like one or two posts a week. And I would prefer to have like 3 to 4 consistently. Just because every time I come off a call, like with a client, there's like 1,000 things that I said. And I'm just like, this would be really helpful for everyone to know. But then I forget everything, or I didn't write it down, or I don't kind of like when y'all talk about that mapping, it's like there's a mind map that happens on every single client's call. Does it, which I'm
Yeah.
sure you'll experience. So it's just like how to capture that and then put them to work. So, uh,
Hmm.
I
Okay.
mean, I'm not given the tools, but like, like not that y'all don't have the, it's like how to follow through. I think that's the word, follow through.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Um,
Okay.
one idea that I had just for that, this is nothing to do, but a way to execute on that. If you record those calls not for the purpose of you putting them on YouTube like we will
Yeah.
this call, take that transcript, run it through chat, and ask for all the tips and tricks that you said in that call. Make a list and just start adding that to a running list on Trello or a spreadsheet or whatever, print it out and then it will help you remember all those high points.
Okay.
That's a
Do
really
you,
good idea.
do you record those client calls?
I do. I think, except with this exception, this just happened right before this was, it was the first time where it's like, she told me, she's like, I don't listen to the calls. And I said, oh, well, the recording's for you, not for me. But like, that's the only time I've not recorded, but I usually record every single call. So there's other calls I can go back to, but
Okay.
it was a funny, like, I've never thought to use them for like
Okay.
Yeah.
course.
The other thing, okay, I love what you said. Okay, so we both had different thoughts. So I love that she just said, take that transcript and because Zoom will also give you a transcript. You know, when you download it, it gives you a transcript as
Oh,
well as doesn't it? It gives you, is it audio? And
it
maybe
gives
just,
you the audio.
okay, well, that's fine.
Yeah.
Have you started using Descript yet?
I don't know what that is.
Okay, well, we're gonna tackle that.
Well, you're talking, I'm gonna send her the link in an email.
Okay.
Okay, send her the Descript link, and I'm gonna show you something that's going to help you execute this. And such because what I'm seeing now is so Descript is an editing tool that we use a lot,
A
um,
lot.
a lot. So you can take, even if it's a Zoom, you can put it into Descript as an audio since you probably don't want to show that person's face or
Yeah.
anything. So you can put it in as an audio clip or even a video clip. It doesn't matter. But then it will take it will make a transcript of it. So it puts all of the words in with the video. Okay. Gives you the full transcript. So now you can clean it up. You can delete everything except for this 20-second clip. And now you have a 20-second clip of audio that you could use as background audio on a B-roll reel.
Oh, very
You
cool.
talking to a client. Okay, so sometimes you could take those, you could use that same transcript and it would give you a ton of text that you could put over B-roll.
Oh, okay.
I
Yeah.
know we're kind of jumping ahead,
No,
but
that's okay.
this is so good because you could use it as text. So you could do like what my client said and then my answer in text, or you could do what my client said on the reel, and then in the caption, you could actually answer how you answered, take your exact words. You could also do the audio clip over you just, out walking your dog or whatever.
Yeah.
So there's a couple different ways that you could use that, or you could just cut her out and just show your face
Hmm.
talking. It's a clip. So I feel like there's all kinds of ways you
And
could.
it does help with the editing, like cutting out the part, because that's the part I always struggle, like what to do with these big long videos. So
Okay,
Descript
so we'll
helps
show
with
you how to use Descript. I mean, if you've got it pulled up, Brooke, like we can even show her one.
yeah.
I
I
love
can.
that. So, okay, that's good. That was like probably what we'd get into 30 minutes from now, but I'm so glad we talked about that because wow, that is so powerful because that would really help you execute. Why do you think that you have so much trouble staying consistent? I mean, really, what is the block there? And I'm asking you, Miss Life Coach, to analyze
I know.
what your own block is on this.
I just got coached on this. It was about something else on my calendar because it's like when I put something on my calendar, I don't do it. And I'm like, what is that?
Oh,
But a lot of it is I think I still struggle with coming from my corporate background. Um, I think like this is the pain thought, like really, and I'm still working around it, even though it's been like a few years. Actually, it hasn't been a few years. It's almost been 2 years since I've been full-time life coaching, is that I still think I shouldn't have to do this. Like I think that's part of like I didn't have to put myself out there in my old job, which was, behind a computer, even though this is behind a computer, but there's something about the like I don't
the
remember having.
vulnerability of it,
Yeah,
or
I think it's like the visibility. It's like I don't remember having to do this to generate the same income. So I think there's still a disconnect there, that I'm working on, because it doesn't just show up on social media. It shows up in other places. So, but it's anything to deal with visibility. So if it's like, why aren't you booking more speaking? Like my speaking coach is like, you should be speaking more, and I'm like,
hmm.
no. And so, but it's the same visibility. Like it's the same, like
Yeah.
I'm in front of people. Social media has the same thing where you're putting your thoughts out there, your ideas. And then you're putting your face out there, which I'm used to now being in front of the video, but
Yeah,
it's
you're very comfortable.
still, yeah, it still takes, like, so some days when I'm like on it, like it's not a problem, but other days if I haven't taken care of my mental self-care, or done my mental work, then I just don't show up. Or I think, um, why bother with this post that's going to take me 30 minutes to edit, because I still can't cut it down to like 20 minutes. That's why I was bugging you about the batching thing a week ago in social club, um where I was like, man, I just need to do that. So it's not like it's not like I
Yeah.
don't have the know-how. It's just literally sitting down and spending the time. So
Okay. 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 All right. My head's already turning. I feel like we could take, do we have do we have a recorded Zoom call we could drop into Script and show her as an example?
Yes, we do.
That might be, maybe that's the best way to just kind of show her how we could like kind of eliminate the barriers. But okay, that's all good. I'll let you work on that for a second, and we'll talk for a second while you get that set up.
So,
Okay, you're already in there.
yeah, I had pulled it up just a second ago.
Okay.
So this right here is just a little video I did yesterday, and it's a minute and a half, okay? And so this is what it looks like. When you drop it in, it immediately transcribes it all, okay? Now what I'm going to do is show you what a raw video looks like. So video project, new, I just click new project, video project, and then you drag and drop a file. I'm going to go over here to Zoom documents, or sorry, documents. Zoom. Okay, let's go with this one. I don't know if this is even a Zoom call or not. Looks like it is. Let's see. Okay, I have no idea what that is, but we're gonna dump it in here for fun, okay? I'm, I
It's
think.
like video roulette.
I
Just see what
know, I
happens.
can't tell.
Okay, so here we go. Done. I don't even know what that gook means. So I just click done, and then it populates, or it goes. You can click on this right here and literally change test with Leandra.
This is the best editing tool. It is a game changer.
Mhm.
It is not the most user friendly for extensive editing, but for cutting. So it's a good way to edit a video. Let's say in the middle, you said something, you're like, I really don't want to repeat that. I mean, I wouldn't want that out there. Even if you did like record it on your phone and you're like, I wish I hadn't said that, or it's a little too long and I need to cut something in the middle. You can put it in here, cut it in the middle just by the words, and it will splice the video together for you.
Mhm.
So, I
It,
mean, you can't even beat that. This one's going to take a minute. While it's loading,
I'll
um,
I'll take you off share while that's loading, and I'll be in the background waiting on it.
okay.
And you have co-hosts, so
Hi.
share.
I don't know if y'all can hear me yet.
Oh, that's I was like, where's that coming from?
No.
That's
On
the Descript
it's
video.
11:50.
All right, is it up ready? That was
Just a little thing going on.
okay.
It's not quite.
Okay. All right. So we'll just look at this for a second while we're waiting on that. Let's talk about your bio.
Okay.
Okay, so you have life coach. Is this your category?
I don't remember. It's been a minute since I've done my
Okay.
bio.
Okay.
It probably is.
I don't think you need that. So either hide that, or I mean, you want to make sure you have entrepreneur as your category.
Okay.
But you don't need to have life coach really, because really you're a dating coach, and that's
Right.
what we want to niche down to, right? So, dating games. So yeah, I threw some things in chat yesterday, and here's the couple that I thought were my favorite. Can you see my notes?
Yes.
Okay. All right. So these were some of the ones I loved the most, which were, Empowering women to move past heartbreak and find joy in dating again, your guide to lasting love, or from heartbreak to happiness, guiding women to fulfilling lasting relationships. I would actually add in 6 months or less.
Yeah.
Oh, I love that. But do either one of those kind of feel like something that would resonate more than what you have?
I think number one, I actually have your guide to lasting love on my meetup profile.
Okay.
I've used that. I've used that before.
Okay.
Or
Okay.
it's like, I don't know, it's on one of my it's on one of my intro posts, but I think it's on my meetup profile. Um,
Okay, I'm gonna put
yeah.
this in the chat for you. I think both of these are kind of interesting, and I'm gonna put it here so you can copy and paste. There may be a combination, or you may want to play with those on chat a little bit and see if you can come up. But what I really want you to think about is, what do you, again, I know you hear us say this all the time. What do you do? Who do you do it for? How people can work with you? Who do who, let's see, what did I say? What do you do?
Who you are, what you
Who you
do.
are. I was like, they're missing one.
Or
Who you are.
yes, I hear it, and then when I say it, sometimes I get
Like who you are, what you do, who you do it for, and how people can work with you. So what the part at the end, which was how people can work with you, I was kind of making notes like, how do we say, like, through coaching, through programs, in your link. I did not click your link. Where does your link take you? Let's go.
Should go to my link tree.
Okay, I love this. You only have 4. It's super clear. In person. Oh, that's today. Navigating your path of love, Leandra Frey coaching, schedule your day. I love this. This is fantastic. Fantastic. This is good. It's clear. There's not too many choices. It's up to date. So that's good.
And the only thing I would do is on the Leandra Frey coaching and the in-person one, this is, nitpicky, but I love how you have action words: schedule your dating strategy,
Yeah.
join. That one should say visit leandrafreycoaching.com.
Oh, okay.
And then the in-person is RSVP for.
Okay. Oh, I
Just
like that.
so they know what to do there, like what,
Yeah,
why.
awesome.
Okay.
Love that. So again, these notes, this says what you do. You're empowering women to move past heartbreak and find joy. Now, both of these had heartbreak in it, and you may not want to put that on there, but I think when I was in chat, I was talking about how you do a lot of that healing workshop, that getting over heartbreak. So you might want to play with that a little bit, but that's what you do. You say women, and because I didn't really want to put too much like age limit, or say it doesn't have to be for divorce or what, it can be anybody really. But I wanted you to just think about, are you being clear in your bio? Like if somebody landed on your bio right now, okay, I kind of get it, but I think we can do better.
Okay.
Want your bio to tell you a little bit. Does that sound right to you? Like, yeah, I think we can do a little bit better on that.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I mean, I
Okay.
believe that it can always be up leveled.
Right, for sure. Okay, so definitely for women, you are a women's dating coach, and what you do is help them find their lasting love in 6 months or less.
Yes.
So you need to say that.
Find your lasting love in 6 months or less. Period.
I mean,
also
that's compelling.
Word brokenhearted. When I hear the word heartbreak, I start singing Elvis. I don't know why. Like heartbreak.
Well, I think like I don't do my heartbreak stuff as much, so that's why I don't have that list. I don't think I have it listed as much because most of the women I'm helping, it's been due to widowhood, old
Gotcha.
heartbreaks, or like they're related to old heartbreaks and divorce. It's it's this it's this group that it's 20 years or more that I'm really finding. So part of it is not even heartbreak. It's just that they just gave
So
up.
you're finding that your biggest audience is actually women that are kind of set in their ways and haven't dated in 20 years, and now they're like, okay, well, maybe I should get some help for this. This is
Yeah. And it's due to different circumstances. Like there's a set of young single moms, right? I have a set of single moms that just never got married. So they just finished raising their kids. I got another set of just people that got divorced, were raising their kids or grandkids, and then just put all their energy in that. And then another set that just was like, F this whole thing. And then they
Yeah.
realized, oh
So,
wait, I do not want to be alone anymore. So
yeah,
so it's not necessarily
they
it's
neglected themselves, put themselves on the back burner.
yeah, actually that's probably the biggest common theme.
And before they know it, that's 20 years has passed and they're still single and they just don't even know where to start.
You got it. That is exactly, thank you.
Okay. So you
put it
might
right there.
saying heartbroke because that's what you do when you get back on the wagon and date again.
Yeah.
But they're really getting back on, it's no longer a wagon, it might be a robot because it's been fucking so long that they
Yeah.
haven't even been dating, got it.
Yeah.
Cobwebs.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, I do have a handful that, have just been divorced or just widowed, but either way, like my widows haven't been out in 25 years. People that are going through divorce, it's been 25 years. But then there's a bunch that it's been 20 years since their divorce.
Mhm.
Right. Or they've never been married because they had a bad relationship way back when and they just gave up. But the back burner thing is a real thing, especially with grandkids and raising your kids.
Mhm.
So
Empowering women, I like that. Empowering women to rediscover joy in dating and guiding you to lasting love in 6 months or less. I feel like rediscovering joy in dating is like will make some people want to slap people because they're like, "Have you seen what's available online?"
yeah.
That's funny. I
It's true. It's true.
like it.
Okay, some of these are good though.
Yeah.
We
Ooh,
discovered.
cheerleader. I like that. From pause to purpose, guiding you to love that lasts in six
I like
months.
that one. The pause
Yes.
or something with the time frame.
Okay.
Ooh, ooh, menopause. You get it? It's your age group,
It is. It is. It is my age group.
Redefining menopause.
Oh my gosh, Brooklyn.
Hey, it works.
Okay.
I think that's fun.
I love that. I think that should be a post. That should be a hook on a post for sure.
Yeah.
It's really funny. Okay, I love that. Okay, I copied them for you so you can
Thank you.
pick which one you like, maybe even I love the red rose emoji that it's pulling in. I think that's adorable.
Yeah.
Um,
Are you in the middle of the pause? And I don't mean menopause.
That's
Menopause.
cute. I love that. That's great.
Yeah.
Okay. So let's see. I feel like this is one of those things that we will be able to teach you this very simple system that might help you eliminate with your consistency because let's face it, your messaging is pretty good. I definitely love that you are good about adding a call to action to your content. You're good about that. I look through several posts. I'm like, okay, she's always got something that she's pushing them to, which is exactly what you should be doing. So that's good. Every post. Okay, so let me give you an example. Brooklyn and I made this calendar. I don't know if I showed you, but it's just for us.
Oh yeah, on the call.
Like, yeah, of what our content is, what we want to be promoting on these days. How we build the content on those days depends. Maybe we'll do a reel, maybe we'll do a carousel, maybe we're going to use a trend, maybe we're going to do something funny. But the whole point is that the messaging behind it is going to lead to that thing that we're talking about the day. So when you're promoting when you're doing an event launch or a new program or whatever, you can create content that feels right or trendy or whatever you want to when you are on, you are on. I love some of your content.
Yeah.
But I do think we need to get just a little like the creative stuff, like when you need more of that and you do need more consistency. But I do see this Descript thing as something you could wash, rinse, repeat over and over and do at least one post a month where you're sharing coaching content.
Okay. That would be really helpful.
I know. Okay. Is our
You want-
thing loaded up? Yeah, let's do it.
I'm going to share this. Go over here. Okay, so here's my zoom. And what I want you to notice is every and and well has already been highlighted. This is as it populated when I dragged and dropped it in there, and this is what happened. The only thing I did was change the title, and you saw how I did that. So if you go over here to the sound good box, you can say remove filler words. Okay, I'm not going to do that yet because I want to let you watch the first paragraph really quick. I'm not talking yet, obviously. Let me play it back 3 times speed. Okay, sorry about that.
Oh, this was our live shortcuts webinar.
Okay, so there's just some stuff. Pretend like that didn't happen. Okay.
Can you
I
put your,
don't know if y'all can hear me. We're just gonna wait for a little bit for people to hop on. It's 11:57, so we have a few minutes.
Okay, let me do normal.
And I guess we'll
Let me
just
go over
wait for
here.
everyone to hop in here.
Okay, here we go. Okay, I don't know what's happening, but anyways, let me move up here. So,
Okay, people are
all right.
hopping.
So you can put your cursor anywhere you want in the video. We'll start from there. But what I want to show you now is we've got this paragraph right here with all these ums and ahs. And you'll see if I put it here, you can.
We're not going away now. I've muted my self a couple of.
Okay, so now let me show you what happens. I'm going to remove filler words. And I'm going to click done. Remove all. Okay, remove all. Okay, so they've removed them. So now let's see what that sentence looks like without the filler words.
I'm not going away now. I've muted myself a couple of times. Just
See, it took them out.
can't even tell.
Wow.
No. Now let me get out of here really quick and go back over here. Now I'm going to just for fun show you that I'm going to click here and it's
wait for everyone to hop in here. Let's see.
okay. So I'm going to take all of this off, delete it, go right here. Okay. And now I've taken off that whole front part of the video. All I did was highlight it and delete.
Okay, people are hopping in. People are coming in. I see it. It's 11:59. We have 1 more minute. I'm not going away now.
Okay, so now all those fillers words are gone, okay? But let's say that I want to remove a whole sentence, okay? So here's this one.
Great social media feels confusing and
okay, so I'm going to erase that. I'm just clicking delete, clicking right here.
Anyone relate to that? Other people doing it, and you're like, oh.
And it literally takes it.
Makes it so seamless.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
takes. So when you say things like, "Oh, that was dumb," or "Oh gosh, I had a hiatus and told a story. I need to take that out." It takes you minutes, and then all you do is click export, and it exports it. Now, here's what something else that's fun. I can make it portrait for Instagram.
Oh, wow.
So now it is formatted for Instagram. So when I export it, Instagram will recognize it as a portrait style, even though the only part that you can see is this way. Does that make sense?
Yeah. So let's say I want to make 5 clips from the same video. Do I just
I'll show you how to
get
do
rid of-
that. Let's say you want this to be your clip right here. You just go like that and you go over to, let me move this box. You go up here to the little the title at the top, drop down, new composition, and it's going to make a clip 1. It's going to make a clip from, oh my gosh, hold on. How do I go back on that one? Hold on. I copied and pasted the wrong thing.
That's okay.
Let's go to edit, undo. Okay, so there we go. Okay, so let me go back over here to the original clip, which is the main one. I'm going to copy this because I just forgot to copy it. I'm going to go to clip 1 and paste.
Oh, wow.
That's how you make a clip. You can take pieces from this paragraph and pieces from that paragraph and put them together. Because watch this. I can go back up here and be like, okay, wow, this was so riveting what I said. Go back over to clip 1 and then right here, bam. Now you
Oh
got
my gosh.
this clip.
So
How
this
nice.
masterclass is a plan.
Okay, so let's go here and let's,
You're juggling everything.
that's how easy it is.
That's amazing.
Amazing, right?
I am
So
just like
And
so
you go,
happy.
you see these little dots right here? You can go
Yeah.
here. You're like, that shit is that stupid. I'm erasing it.
Oh my gosh.
You can just erase the whole darn thing. And
That's
so,
cool.
anyways, what I would recommend for you though, just so you know, if you look at all of our, I'm going to go back here to home. You can see we got all this stuff. Our client Eugenia, we always have the full version and we make a copy of it so that we
Mm.
can always pull from the original version. Because if I mess up the original version, I have to re-download it and all that kind of stuff. You know what I mean?
Oh, okay.
So
Yeah.
I always have copies and full versions in there. See full, edited, and it has all the pieces and stuff. And you can just name it all you want, and they nest underneath that one coaching clip. So you can name it by the dates, you can name it by the event, whatever you want to call it.
Wow.
Client.
That would be so helpful.
oh my gosh, I just learned a couple things from you, Brooklyn. So I'm so glad you drove on that.
Yeah. Well,
Oh,
and just because like I have like webinars that I like the stuff I'm saying, or we do recording like the event tonight,
right.
there's a bunch of, there's going to be 1,000 like little clips that could be from there. So now I'm like, oh, I
Okay,
can
because I want
record.
to take you a step further. So here's one thing that this is going to be so good. So you have an event tonight.
Mhm.
I want you to have whoever's there get a ton of B-roll of you speaking, people coming in, people talking, the food, the laughter, ton of B-roll. Okay. Then I want you to export like you actually coaching, either whether you're on a coaching call or tonight when you're actually speaking. Okay. Do you know how to use add an original audio to an Instagram reel?
I think so. Yeah.
Okay.
Like,
It's
Do you want me to show her?
yeah,
I
or yeah,
Okay.
yeah, show her because what you can do is take the audio
mhm.
clip that you just worked on Descript to pull like those 2 paragraphs that Brooklyn just did. Maybe say that's like a minute. Okay. So you can take that, pull that in to Instagram and say, you know exactly how long it is. It's a minute. So you create a video that is a minute worth of B-roll, like
Okay.
all the things happening tonight. And then you can put your original audio of you actually teaching over all that B-roll.
Oh, okay.
Let me show you how to do this really quick. I'm going to share my screen 2 different ways. I'm going to share my screen right here, and we're going to go over to Descript again, and I'm just going to do that very quickly. I'm going to go to this little training, let that pull up. Okay, so I'm going to take this right here, copy that, make a new one, new composition, clip 1. Okay, and
Okay.
sorry, I just copied and pasted. Okay, so now I'm going to export this one, export. That way it's on my computer. I'm going to share it to my phone, put it on my phone. Okay,
So there's 2 ways. Like, so tonight you ought to get like 4 clips out of this. Okay. Let me show you. So you can have someone actually filming you speaking and teaching in the moment, and you can cut out just a minute of that or 30
Yeah.
seconds of it when you say something really good. And then you actually post that as the reel. I mean, that could not be easier. Add your captions, put a little text on screen of whatever you're about to teach and post that. And you could do that a couple times. Then you could also do the B-roll with you in the background. You could do a trending audio, you could do text on screen, and you can do a voiceover, which we're basically going to teach you how to do right now. So that's
Yeah.
like 4 clips out of tonight's event.
Yeah.
yes.
Do you get
So imagine you have what she's saying, a clip of you, talking and imparting wisdom, right? It's just a video on your phone of that. Now imagine you have that. I didn't have that, so I had to export something from Descript, right? But you're gonna have it on your phone. All right, now let me share my phone.
So hopefully these little, this is a little bit different than what we normally do in a globe where we're really diving into your Instagram content. But if you're saying that your biggest struggle is consistency, we need to remove some of these barriers for you to show you how easy it can be.
Okay.
Amen.
Yeah. It's not content. I'm not short of content. I have lots of content. It's just
Okay.
Okay.
So here
having
we're
tools like this is helpful.
yes. So here we are in our Instagram. I'm gonna click plus, go to reel, start a new reel. Okay. So let's say, let me go to my recents really quick. Videos. Oh, you never know what's gonna pop up here. Okay, so I'm just gonna do this one. Okay, that's
Is that a new influencer?
Yes.
Yay.
hey, I've got we'll talk about that later. I can't do it on because we're recording, but I'll tell you in a second. Okay. So when you go down here to this little music thing, you click
Mhm.
there and you see where it says original audio. Then you
Actually, that's not it anymore. That's okay. Go back to that's original audio will show other people who have loaded stuff.
oh
So go back up to where you were. Go out of that. Okay, go scroll across the bottom.
uh-huh,
Okay, actually not there. Okay, click on the video. Just
uh-huh.
click on the video. Okay, now scroll over on the edit. See
Oh,
where it says import audio? There you go. So now you're just looking for that audio tract that we've just pulled it
Gotcha.
from Descript.
Yeah.
So now it took the audio from that video and oh, sorry, I'm shaking and it says I have a problem. Okay, it took the audio from that video and made it the voiceover.
Which we can't hear on Zoom, but that's what's happening.
Okay. Yeah. No, that makes sense.
Sorry, I didn't realize y'all couldn't hear that. It's very loud, but yes, and just to go back one more time, you as Angelin's
So
click video, you scroll over to import audio, and when you click import audio, it will literally take the sound from any one of your videos. So, in other words, you can just record yourself saying something, and you can look like a troll under a bridge because it's just the voice that it's taking.
okay.
But it's also a great way for you to use some of these calls that you have.
Yeah. I have a lot of them. They're all recorded.
Exactly. That's like, girl, you should honestly, you could do 2 posts a week of you actually coaching because again, when you're thinking strategy, you want to show people what you're doing. You want to not just tell them what you do. You actually want to show them, take them inside as if you were coaching them. Because if somebody just tells me, "Oh, I'm a nutrition coach," and I'm like, "Okay, yeah, I know it doesn't." But if all of a sudden I hear her coaching about it and I'm like, oh, that speaks to me, or I like what she just said, or I resonate with that, that's going to go farther than her just telling me she's a nutrition coach. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, it makes perfect sense. Yeah. I've
So
never put my stuff out there. And I think I literally one day was messing around with Dropbox because that's where I store all my stuff. And I was like, there's no way to edit on this thing. I remember that was the first time. And I was like, do I bring this into Drop? And then I was like, how do I get this into CapCut? Like my brain went like, how do I get this out of here? And so now this helps me a lot, like knowing that I can throw it into Descript.
Um, yeah, Descript has been an absolute game changer for us as far as editing video. And sounds like because a lot of our students don't necessarily use it like the way that you're just describing. But oh my goodness, if you have all that content, you have so much to work with.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. And then again, you're just putting that over a B-roll of you like, so like the stuff you get, the B-roll that you get tonight. Okay. Make sure you're doing kind of an event recap. but also get B-roll of you just coaching, teaching,
Okay.
because, and then get B-roll of women sitting around a table. As long as everybody's okay, you ought to have everybody
Yeah.
sign a little release.
Yeah.
But everybody just kind of get like B-roll of things happening, because if you start collecting libraries of these B-rolls of you working, I know you're good about this, so I know you have some, but also at your events, make sure somebody is getting it. You hugging somebody, letting them in the door, all that kind of stuff. That's all B-roll that you can use way in the, and even if you have like multiple now, you could pull you speaking from a bunch of different ones with a voiceover. So like this is a way where you're not even having to create content. You're using what's on your phone already to pull together posts. The other thing is you could sit down and batch a whole bunch of these and then post them every Wednesday.
Oh, yeah.
Post it every Wednesday, and then on Mondays you post whatever you're promoting. If that helps you, create a little calendar.
Yeah.
It's a wash, rinse, repeat. You know.
I do. No, I do need that help. So I'll take the idea. So yeah.
Okay. Okay, good. Good, good, good. Okay, well, as far as let's go back to looking at your Instagram real quick. And
Me to tell you a couple of the things on here.
oh
Or you
sure. Yeah.
with the profile audit, you went through her value proposition, you know, what she should be saying, who you are, what you do, who you do it for, and how they can work with you. Your links, we already explored that. Your call to action, she already talked about that. Your highlight categories, does she have?
Okay,
I
yes,
haven't updated them forever.
okay. I did have some notes and thoughts on this. So I would suggest, I mean, dating tips and dating questions are fine. Those are fine. But I would also think about what your programs are, like what's your programs and coaching? What do you offer? So have something here about, do stories about the repeating. Give me an example. What's tonight? The Q&A?
Tonight is the dating Q&A.
Okay, so that's something you do like every month
Every
almost.
month. Yeah, every month.
So you should have maybe you should have one about dating Q&A sessions, and then maybe you should have one about something workshop. Like,
Yeah.
remember, let this be like a tabs across your website.
Yes, and
Okay.
every single highlight, everything, I'm sorry, everything that you add to those highlights, especially for events, need to have the RSVP link as a link sticker in the story.
Okay.
Or what, and then the other thing is you should have one that says client testimonials.
You know what? I had that written down. I put client love because you're a
Yeah.
love and dating coach. So call it
Yeah.
client love.
Yeah.
And then
You're on fire today. I just want to say that.
yeah. You are. So client love, and then have either little video testimonials like tonight. If you have somebody who's there that's been working with you, ask them if they'll do like a little 30-second, on video of what they've done for you. Or you can do written ones too. But I would have a client love. So because other women will see themselves in these women, and they'll be far more likely to work with you.
Okay.
Right? So that's a really good rule of thumb, is to think about what else could you, how can you provide that social proof?
Okay.
Can I show y'all something also at the end? I learned something. I don't know if y'all know this. I just saw it. Did you see it where you can click right above the little, let me show you. Y'all are gonna die, and I think that this will change your life. When you're doom scrolling, just so you know, you can make it happen faster.
Oh, that's a brand new feature.
Yeah, and it's hidden. It's hidden, which makes me think there are other hidden things.
Okay. Yep. Just watch. I saved some stuff for it.
Okay, so pretend like, okay, this is Angeline speaking. Okay, we're gonna go here, right? Now, before I click it, all I'm doing is holding my finger on the right-hand side of the screen, right above all the gook on the side of a reel. Okay. So I'm gonna click on Angeline, and I'm gonna okay, so here she's talking. I'm gonna hold
I
down.
like that video, by the way, FYI.
Watch. See how fast she's talking?
Yeah.
Hear her. Okay, so this is not a good one. Hold on, let me show you. I'm gonna go to our client Becky really quick. Hold on. Okay. No, I'm not. Okay, so let's go to one where we're moving around. Okay, here we'll go to this one. Okay. I'm not
What's
even
happening?
I don't
Bless your heart. I'm so sorry.
I'm here. Okay, so watch. I'm gonna click right here. I'm just holding my finger down next to my eyeball. And it's not working. Anyways, go do this on your own time and just take my word for it. It's amazing.
What does that do? It just goes
It's like
faster?
it goes 2 times speed, so you can watch them on
Yeah, it
Oh,
speeds the reel up, goes and if
two
you're
times
slow, it's
speed. Yep.
normal.
oh my gosh.
Yeah, it's
I
really
know.
fun. I was doing it to reels just for fun, just to because it's
There's also I don't have it yet, but there is a new we'll talk about all this stuff on our um next social club call. There is a new repost feature where you can take someone's content and repost it on your feed.
Almost like a mix.
But
Or
you don't have to change it, or you give it, but it gives credit for the other person. But
oh, very cool.
so that's something that Facebook has always had. Haven't been able to do that on Instagram, but that's supposed to be happening. So
And you don't have to do it through stories. Okay, so that's nice.
so there are a
And
couple of features.
yeah, so to just reiterate, what isn't working right now, or what was working, name 3 things that were working for her account already.
Okay. Well, her content, when you're on, it's good. I mean, that's good. You do have a good CTA with that. And you're not afraid to be on camera, and you're not, you say you're not putting yourself out there, but you really do a good job.
Yeah, your link tree was awesome.
Your link tree was awesome. Thank you. Your challenge is you haven't posted in like 3 weeks. 2 weeks, like it's been a minute. You're a little inconsistent. So you've got to get some kind of calendar system
Yeah,
for yourself.
that was last week that I posted.
Was it?
Yeah, that was last
Like
Friday.
March 14th or something. And I was like, girl.
Oh, was it the 14th? Oh my
Mm.
gosh.
Yeah, we got to change that a little bit. We got to get that coming
Yeah,
up.
but to her point, I do that too, Leandra. I get really excited about content and then I'm like, I don't ever want to do it again.
Yeah.
And so if you just give yourself grace and just do 2 posts a week, that's all you really need.
Yeah.
You can do 2 to 3 a week and that's it. But yeah, you've got a lot of things working for you for sure. What's not working, your highlight categories. You need more links in your stories. And the consistency, but you already identified that from the very moment. And I think now that you can go back to your vault of like
Yeah.
content, you pull that stuff out and you can mind map for the rest of your life on that content. Like, oh
Yeah.
yeah, that would be good to share. Ooh,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? You
Yeah.
can go to any of these guru coaches online, Tony Robbins, Mel Robbins, any of them, and you can pretty much get their entire coaching program in bits and pieces through all of their stuff because
Yeah.
they keep themselves. So
Yeah.
you've
Yeah.
already created the content. Now you just need to go through, scrub it, and grab it.
Okay.
And I would encourage you to challenge yourself, pull up one call and get like 4 clips out of it. Don't feel like you have to upload every call and like go down that rabbit hole of now wasting a lot more time doing something else.
Yeah.
Go to one call, get 4 clips, take 4 clips out of that and do what we just said. Maybe show yourself talking on Zoom, maybe show B-roll with the voiceover, do another clip with text on screen, and that gives you 4 posts.
Okay.
Okay.
I have an idea. Do you think it would be a good, maybe, I don't know. Y'all tell me the good, the bad, the ugly. If you have a lot of old stuff, like when your hair was a little different, you could do a throwback Thursday post where you do the green screen over, like that reel that you said it was great that Angelin
Oh,
did.
yeah. Yeah.
And you could say, okay, so here I'm talking to a client. I haven't seen her in a while, but this is the advice I'm giving. And honestly, I would say something different today, knowing what I know now. You know,
Okay.
and you could critique your own coaching from the past and say, that was actually really good advice. I would still say, you know,
Yeah.
like a little throwback Thursday.
Yeah.
It's possible that you are so creative and you have so many ideas that that's almost holding you back.
Yeah.
Because it's overwhelmed with like you don't know where to go with it. So just eliminate that and try this system and see if you can find your way forward. Just I was just telling a client this morning that I was coaching. I'm like, let's just first get you consistent at doing 2 to 3 posts a week before we try to make you better or start doing different or
Yeah.
creative things. Like, let's build that habit first, and then we start tweaking the content. Don't try to be a professional and build the habit at the same time.
Yeah, I think I mean, you kind of nailed it when you said the creativity. There's so many videos that I'm proud of. I'm like, man, that was so good. But then then I just, that
Because
took
you
so
think
much.
everything has to be in that part.
Yeah. And then, yeah, you think, oh my gosh, everything needs to be at that level. Right. And it doesn't, I think I just need to go, hey, out of, 10 posts, I might get 2 great posts, but the other ones still count for something. Like, I think I need to tell myself something like that.
Right.
So I
You
think
don't
that's
get
where,
dressed up every single day,
yeah,
right?
I think that's where I struggle, or I think that's part of, and I don't consider myself a perfectionist, but man, it shows up here. Or at least when you level up, like, I think it's when I level up, then I'm like, oh man, I have to be that way all the time. I think that's where my brain goes.
Yeah.
So yeah. So
Understand. Oh, girl, we feel you. You're so close. I just, I want to be able to, you've been with us a long time. So you've gotten a lot of tips and tricks along the way. We just have to break through this, thing. And the good news is about the system we just taught you with this Descript and this, you don't even have to be on camera. Like, this is not you filming something.
Yeah.
It's using
Yeah.
what you already have and batching it on a Sunday afternoon or whatever. If you're like, I have some free time. I want to spend an hour. Let me see how many I can get done in an hour. Like, give
Yeah.
yourself
No,
that
that's
challenge.
very good. And I
You know,
still love what you did on the last social club thing where you walked us through like how you do the content calendar. That was really helpful.
good.
Just the whole process about it and just being okay that this is because in my brain I'm like, I think it takes 2 to 3 hours. And then you were like, no, it takes that long. Like, not all at once, but you're like, then you do this and then you do this and then you do this. I was like, okay, I'm not out of my mind.
Okay, have you tried it yet?
No. That was last Tuesday. I've been trying to prep for all this other stuff. So it's on my list though.
Okay,
Yes.
I hear you.
We have faith in you. We have faith in you. But
Before the end of this weekend, I want to see that content calendar. Okay.
Okay.
okay, well,
Okay.
have the best weekend, the rest of your week, and we will see you on
Good
the
luck
call.
tonight.
Okay,
Okay. All right.
thank
Thanks,
you.
Leandra.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.